Let me find it here. He says, you know why it's nice to go to a zoo? Because walls work. Now, he's insinuating that you don't get eaten by the animals when you go to the zoo because we have a wall or there's bars and fences to keep those animals away from you. You can look at them, but they can't attack and eat you. And he's making that equal to the wall that his father wants to build. We have to build this wall to keep the animals, the Mexicans and all the South Americans on the other side. That's why it'll be safe, just like in a zoo, where we wall off animals from the people. Now, he did take down that post because it came under a lot of criticism. Has he apologized for that bigoted remark, calling people to the south of America's border animals who need to be walled off or caged off from us, the humans? But see, he thinks like his daddy. And Donald Trump thinks like his daddy, Fred Trump. Fred Trump was a bigot. Fred Trump was a member of the KKK. He was arrested at a KKK rally, not protesting the KKK, but part of the rally, part of the KKK. Fred Trump was arrested. You know, you always wish that bigotry would die out over years. You know, the older generation that grew up with bigoted ideas would die out eventually. You know, they'd be in the ground, and the newer generations would not be bigoted. They'd be more open-minded, realizing, you know, color of the skin really doesn't matter. Origin really doesn't matter. It's how you treat people, how they treat you matters. But bigotry is passed on from generation to generation. The bigots teach their children, their precious children, how to hate other people of color. And that's how it lives on, generation after generation. And in the Trump family, that has been passed on from Fred Trump to Donald Trump, now to Donald Jr., and no doubt he'll teach his children white people are superior and all people of color are more or less like animals. That's why our forefathers in the South, you know, bought black people, put them to work on the farms like animals, because that's what they are. Sickening, it is sick. It is a sickness of the mind and soul, but it is true. People pass on bigotry from one generation to another. That's why, even though the Civil War ended a while ago, folks, and back in the 60s we had civil rights movements, Dr. Martin Luther King and JFK, we still struggle with it today in this country because we teach our children how to hate. We teach our children how to sin.